There's one move that instantly changes how people see you. Not louder, not more confident, not more attractive, just quieter. And once you understand it, you'll realize most men are chasing when they should be pulling back. Let me tell you something most people won't say out loud. Attraction isn't built on effort alone. It's built on perception. You've probably been told to text more, show more interest, be more expressive. Basically, do more. But then something strange happens. The more you give, the less they seem to value it. And you're left confused, thinking, what did I do wrong? The answer is simple. You didn't do something wrong. You just didn't understand the game. Because the real power move isn't in what you do, it's in what you choose not to do. The silent power move is this: strategic non-reactivity. Not ignoring, not playing games, but not reacting emotionally or immediately to everything. Here's how it works. Most people operate on impulse. They reply instantly. They explain themselves. They chase clarity. They try to secure attention as fast as possible. But when you do that, you remove all tension. And without tension, there's no curiosity. Without curiosity, there's no attraction. Non-reactivity creates space. And in that space, something powerful happens. The other person starts to think. They start to wonder. They start to feel your absence instead of your presence. And that shift changes everything. Because now, instead of you chasing their attention, they start chasing yours. Imagine this. You send a message. Normally, you'd wait, check your phone, overthink, maybe even double text. But this time, you don't. You go on with your life. You're not glued to the outcome. When they reply hours later, you don't rush to answer. You respond when it's natural for you. What happens? They notice. Not consciously at first, but emotionally. You feel different. Another situation. You're talking to someone in person. They say something slightly disrespectful or testing. Most people react instantly. They defend themselves. They explain. They try to fix the moment. But you pause. You don't rush to respond. You hold eye contact. Maybe you smile slightly and change the subject. Now the energy shifts because you didn't need to react. And that signals something powerful: control. One more. You're always available, always replying fast, always saying yes. Then one day, you're not. Not because you're playing a game, but because your life actually has priorities. Now, suddenly, your time feels valuable. Your attention feels earned. And that's when people start leaning in. This all comes down to 4 things: validation, scarcity, perception, and emotional control. First, validation. Most people are constantly seeking it. Every message, every reply, every interaction is a small attempt to feel seen. When you respond instantly or react emotionally, you're giving validation freely. And anything given too easily loses value. But when you're selective with your attention, your validation becomes meaningful. Second, scarcity. Humans are wired to value what's limited. If your attention is always available, it feels ordinary. But when it's not always there, it feels rare. And rare things trigger desire. Third, perception. People don't just respond to what you do. They respond to what they think it means. When you're calm, non-reactive, and not chasing, it creates a perception. This person has options. This person is in control. This person doesn't need me. And ironically, That makes them want you more. Fourth, emotional control. This is the core of it all. Most people are controlled by their emotions. They react instantly because they feel the urge to do so. But when you don't react, you show that your emotions don't control you. And that's rare. And anything rare is attractive. So how do you actually use this in real life? Start by slowing down your responses. Not artificially, but intentionally. Don't reply just because you can. Reply because it feels right. Next, stop over-explaining yourself. You don't need to justify every action, every delay, every decision. Say less, mean more. Then, focus on your life. The easiest way to be non-reactive is to actually have things that matter more than constant attention. Work, goals, fitness, purpose. When your life is full, you naturally stop chasing. And finally, get comfortable with silence. Not every moment needs to be filled. Not every message needs an immediate answer. Silence isn't awkward, it's powerful. Because in silence, people reveal what they really feel. Here's the truth most people never realize. Attraction doesn't grow when you give more. It grows when you create space for the other person to feel your absence. The silent power move isn't about manipulation. It's about control. Control over your time, your attention, your emotions. Because the moment you stop reacting to everything is the moment people start reacting to you. And that's when the dynamic flips. Not because you tried harder, but because you finally understood. Power isn't loud. It's silent.